My name is Nicholas Ramey, and I am doing my informative speech on mental illness. Mental illness has been on a huge rise here recently. This dates back before the COVID-19 pandemic. 19% of adults in the U.S. experienced a mental illness. That is a 1.5 million human increase from the previous years. The National Institute of Mental Health defines serious mental illness as a severe mental, behavioral, or emotional disorder resulting in serious functional impairment. Depression is one of the most underfunded conditions by the U.S. National Institutes of Health. At Johnson, they are working on technology that can detect and read SMI so that they can further their practice with the disease. Johnson has discovered that they can now use non-invasive imaging and look at how different parts of the brain are connected and observed altered patterns of connectivity to disease state. They are also in the process of making tools that will allow doctors to continuously monitor their patients, which would help them learn their needs, enable earlier interventions, and potentially alter the course of the disease. Making these digital tools may reduce hospitalizations and the overall cost of the healthcare system as well. And if we bring these digital tools to the market, it may reduce and prevent a relapse for those with the mental illness. George H.W. Bush designated the years 1990 to the years 1999 as the decade of the brain to enhance public awareness of benefits to the derived from brain research. Although they have figured out tons of things, they still do not know enough to help with SMI. Johnson wants to help a lot of people when it comes to their mental illness research. Depression can affect a person's physical and mental well-being. Untreated clinical depression is a serious problem that involves the body, mood, and thoughts. It will change your habits. Untreated depression can make you lose or gain weight, feelings of hopelessness and helplessness, and irritability. Untreated depression can ruin relationships, cause problems at work, and even affect serious illnesses. People with depression may also experience insomnia, which can make a person feel the need for more sleep or make them experience excessive energy loss. Older adults are actually the most prone to having depression because of the loss of loved ones. This is also because they experience major life changes and having to move into assisted living or a nursing home. Depression also has a high risk for suicide, although most people do not attempt suicide. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, more than 90% of people who die from suicide have depression or other mental disorders. If someone does not get their depression treated, it can last for weeks, months, or years. Men and women's symptoms when it comes to depression can be very different. Men can get very angry or aggressive when they are depressed instead of sad. Men are also less likely to recognize that they have depression, which means they are less likely to get help. Depression affects the ability to feel, think, and handle daily activities. A man must have the symptoms for 2 weeks before being diagnosed with depression. Men and women both get depression, but their willingness to talk about it may be very different, which is why depression symptoms for men and women are completely different. Some men with depression tend to hide their emotions and will seem to be angry, irritable, or aggressive, while many women seem sad or express sadness. When men get depression, they tend to be very tired and lose interest in work, family, or hobbies. Men will also have more difficulty sleeping when they have depression. Mental health does have a physical side to the symptoms. These include racing heart, tightening chest, ongoing headaches, or digestive problems. More men will see the doctors about physical problems than mental. Some men will turn to drugs or alcohol to deal with the depression. Women are more likely to attempt suicide, while men are more likely to die from suicide because they tend to use more lethal methods. Depression can affect many men at any age, but if you get the right treatment, you can be back to enjoying the things you love the most.